Hi guys, welcome back to Hair Dry Treatment. Soph and Meg are back with another watch along. Again, we've reversed Meg and Soph. It looks like on the screen. It's reversed. It's switcheroo. We like to mix it up over here on Hair Dry Treatment. But Meg, how you doing and how you feeling ahead of this one?
Well, it's nice to have a bit of football on, isn't it? And I know, everything that's gone on is very important to go on, but it is nice to be able to actually have this game. And my kind of fear before this game was that if we do get it called off, we'd see points deducted. And I kind of had this feeling like, well, it's not really fair on Ollie and the players because that's the punishment for them. That's not a punishment for the Glazers. That's a punishment for Ollie and the players. So, yeah, I'm glad that the game's going ahead. Keeping everyone on their toes because now I don't know which way to point or where you are on my screen. But I am very okay. How are you, Soph?
I'm good, thank you. I'm tired from work. I'm glad it's Friday tomorrow. But like you, I'm glad that we've got this game to look forward to. I don't know about you, Meg, but obviously I had feelings that maybe it wouldn't. Again, you saw the footage of the coach that obviously had been stopped and whatnot. I mean, the protests for me look peaceful today. Obviously, there's been barricades put up and all sorts. But did you ever worry at any point that the game wasn't going to go ahead?
A slight fear back to earlier, like I said, I think the fact that you'd heard the rumours that there were two coaches that had done dummy runs to the hotel to kind of test, see if tread the waters a little bit. But no, I think we've got to the point where we, as United fans, I know a lot of people have said about, having the game called off is nothing. You've got to think long term, and that's I get that, but also everyone wants to see their team play football. We want to see what hopefully will be a great game because I little fear it's going to be 0-0.
I hope not. Don't say that, please. Chris says, really hope that we use the fact that they're playing two young centre-backs to our advantage and want us to go after them from the first minute. Yeah, they've got Phillips and Williams, haven't they, as centre-backs. Obviously, we've got Cavani starting. Surely that's one area, Meg, that we should fancy ourselves tonight.
Yeah, you've kind of got money on Cavani to bully those two at centre-back, in footballing terms, bully those two players because you've got to prey on teams' weaknesses. And you look at that Liverpool team, we know how deadly their strikers can be, that front three as well. Just their attacking play in general. But if they've got a weakness, it is at the back, and it has been at the back all season. So, yeah, you've got to go after these things, haven't you?
Definitely. But do you think on the reverse of that as well, Liverpool, I mean, Doug, obviously Liverpool fan in the chat, let us know, Doug, your answer to this, but Maguire not being there, obviously he's been a consistent player at the back this season. Boy's coming in. Do you think Liverpool might think that could be a weak spot for us? Though Boy might switch off. Lindelof, we know, he hasn't been the stronger of the two centre-backs, has he? So do you think that's an area where they might target tonight as well?
Potentially. I think, Maguire has played so much football. That it's strange not having him in the lineup now. Do you know what I think? He has played so much for Manchester United in that short space so far. But look, Bayern and Lindelof should be able to hold their own. Should be able to. It's not a pairing that I think is natural together. I still think Maguire and one of those two is the more natural partner in. But sometimes you've got to roll with it. Tonight you've got to roll with it. These pair, let's hope that they take their opportunities to impress.
Definitely, thank you for that. Yeah, exactly. Who's going to be that commander at the back today? And I think that's what worries me. Who's going to be that leader? Bruno is captain, and we'll discuss that in a minute as well. A lot of people thought it was going to be Pogba. It's Bruno. And obviously, a lot of people wanted that to happen. Imran, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Guys, get your thoughts in the chat as well. Thoughts on the lineups. Obviously, we'll run through them very quickly in a minute as well. And getting your score predictions as well. And obviously, me and Meg will share ours shortly. But yeah, Meg, Bruno, captain, you happy to see that?
Yeah. He doesn't need an armband to show leadership, that guy. He's very expressive in terms of not only how he plays, but his emotions. We've seen it sometimes in thinking, just don't tuck yourself into a booking. That's not only a fear for him sometimes, is that he would pick up a daft yellow card. And he does play on the edge sometimes. We've seen him pick up yellow cards in terms of physical fouls. So you kind of just hope that he doesn't talk himself into a silly yellow card. But like I said, he doesn't need an armband, that guy. He shows leadership, passion all the way through the game, whether it's with the ball at his feet or without it.
Yeah, I'm going to run through the lineup for those in the chat who haven't seen it yet. So we've got Henderson in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Inspector Gadget, right back. As we've already mentioned, Boye, Lindelof, centre backs, Luke Shaw, left back, McFred, so McTominay and Fred holding midfield, Bruno in front of them. And then we go with front three. I'm presuming it's Pogba on the left hand side, Cavani centrally, and then Rashford on the right. I mean, Meg, I think that's the lineup pretty much all of us expected, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's kind of his go-to lineup, isn't it, at the moment? I think the likelihood that we probably will see Greenwood at some point, kind of like a natural switch, a straight switch for either Rashford, or whether you take like a McTominay off, drop Pogba back into midfield and have Rashford and Greenwood on the wings. But Greenwood's on fire, so not that I'm disappointed for him, because I think that's kind of his place at the moment. That you would probably pick Rashford and Pogba and Cavani. So it's a very strong attacking lineup, but slightly disappointed in terms of for Greenwood, just because I think he's on form. And you've got, when you've got players like that and they're on form, play them.
I still expect him to feature, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
I still think he'll come on. Obviously, he started the other night, and I think that was maybe why Ollie did it. But you can start be one of the older heads, even though he's still so young, one of the older heads, especially attacking, obviously, on Tuesday, and then brought him off, obviously, with this game in mind. So I'm sure he'll still feature.
Isn't it mad that Greenwood was that senior player, like leading our line against Leicester, and he's so young, and he's on. We're saying you put that. Well, you can go and lead the line. You're as a senior player with the two players you got around you. You go and lead it. You be the person that they look up to at his age.
Yeah, a lot of people saying draws, in the chat. Zoe, thank you for that. Please hit the like, people would appreciate it. And obviously, everyone who hit that sub button as well. I love the Villa. Obviously, we've just watched you guys draw against Everton 0-0. I didn't watch the majority of the game, to be honest with you, so I can't comment too much on it. But a 0-0 draw for you guys. So Bruno, the most passionate player in the Premier League, in my opinion. Always the first to celebrate when United score with a goal scorer, or the provider, and hates when conceding more than any other Prem player. Would you agree with that, Meg?
Definitely up there, isn't he? Like I said, he doesn't need an armband to kind of show his passion and his leadership, because he will let you know. You know what he's like. He will let you know. Here he comes.
Players are coming out now. Edison Cavani is just in the shot. There's Ollie as well, just walking out. Meg, someone just asked it. I'm going to talk about it quickly before, obviously, the game starts. But Casey Stoney, I saw some of your tweets. Me, like you, I was shocked when I saw that news break yesterday. What's going to happen? Who's coming in? Just summarise how you felt when you saw that, because I know Natalie's mentioned it a few times and stuff that she wasn't happy, but I wasn't expecting an announcement when it came.
I didn't at all expect it. I'm just going to let you know, Soph, that I'm very behind you. Ollie's just come on the screen. So you didn't know, I'm using the Sky Sports app, and we have paused this to try and make sure that we're on the same time. We're not going to be on the same time. I don't know why the app is so far behind. But yeah, so my apologies if we score and I don't celebrate, because I won't know. But back to Casey Stoney. They've got to be careful, Manchester United. Just Manchester United, not Manchester United women. Manchester United have got to be very careful into not letting everything just disband now. You're letting players leave. You've got two hugely talented and experienced players in Press and in Heath pretty much confirmed that they've gone. Casey Stoney now gone. We're talking about Lauren James going to Chelsea. How many more do we let go? You've got to, for me, you've got to bring a manager in with experience, because we all sat here and said we're very close in terms of Manchester United women, but we're not there. We're a few players off. Now we've lost a manager. We've lost two of those experienced players, potentially losing a very young, gifted, a talented player in Lauren James. You could go from here to be fighting at the bottom. But if she's gone for the reasons that are being stated, then absolutely fair play to her, because Casey Stoney's standard, I think everybody realises how Casey Stoney's standards are set extremely high, and if they're not met, she shouldn't have to bang on a director's door to say, I want this, I want better training facilities. That should be a given anyway. So if she's gone for the right reasons, then absolutely, pat on the back and full respect to her, but it is a very big shame.
It is, and like I say, you're looking around now and thinking who's going to come in, because she was building something special there, wasn't she, with the women's team, and like you said, the players that she was bringing in, the young players that she was bringing through. It is a shame, and the timing of it is just mad as well. It's very, very unfortunate for the women's team, and yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen following that. Doug says Manchester United had more fans at the protest than City had that celebration at the Etihad the other night. Manchester and Liverpool will always be red. Yeah, the dozens of City fans, got me on that Sky tweet. That made me laugh. Someone said in the chat, and sorry I missed the comment, but it's something about the retro shirts, asking where I got it from. Drop me a message on Twitter. I will get back to you eventually. Apologies if obviously I haven't responded, but I'm trying to send it to as many people who are asking me. So yeah, just drop me a message if you're interested about the retro shirts, and me or Meg can confirm that with you. Ryan says loving the Rooney shirt. Rooney shirt is a good shirt, to be fair. Loving the Rooney shirt. Girls, did you see Lauren James' name on the Club Shop website as an option for a shirt name?
Yeah, I saw this, and I also saw someone had been like, oh, it was an admin error. They got Lauren James's name mixed up with obviously Reese, her brother Reese's name. And I thought, oh yeah, because Reese and Lauren are spelled so similarly that it's very easy to get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't mistype Lauren for Reese. You know, it's completely a different name. So yeah, I mean, credit for trying to dig yourself out of a hole, but you've dug yourself even further.
Yeah, we've just kicked off, guys, by the way, 24 seconds in. We've got a throw in left hand side. Luke Shaw throws it into Pogba with the blonde hair.
I am
just a little.
So
he's got it as well.
behind.
He's got it to Fred. Plays it to Bruno. Sets it back to McTominay. Wan-Bissaka on the front foot. That's what I like to see. One keep it. Rashford into Bruno. Playing little triangles down this right hand side at the minute. We look sharp.
Luke Shaw's got the ball on my pit.
Throw into Liverpool. Ashley, no worries about being late. I hope you're good. Hope the puppy is good too. And you had a nice Chinese. What you had for tea, Meg?
Oh, I cooked a proper midweek traditional meal of a toad in the hole with some mash and veg.
Nice. I like toad in the hole, to be fair.
Proper home cooked traditional food, that is.
All of the Villa says, love the new hair, Meg.
Do you know what? It's been dark for a while now. I've seen 2 people mention it now, and I think probably could have just washed it. Could have done something with it. But thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, all of the Villa, for that 4 assists on Sunday. Meg, how did you get on at the weekend? I haven't spoken to you, have I, since that?
We drew 2-2. And it was like a tale of 2 halves. We were losing the first one 2-0. Gifted them 2 goals, to be fair, and then pulled our socks up for the second half. Basically, second half FC, but we couldn't manage. Another 10 minutes in the game, and potentially would have got a winner. But yeah, I had to come off with a bit of a concussion after 85 minutes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Are you all good?
I am now. It's taken a couple of days, but I'm all right.
It's a throw into United, Wan-Bissaka to Cavani. Nice little chest pass to Bruno, who switches it out to Luke Shaw. Pogba's running in. Give it him. Oh, sure. Shaw's trying to play down the line. Oh, Liverpool in. Firmino's in. Oh, they're saying a handball against Boye.
Like I said, so far in front, so that we've still got a throw in on my screen.
Oh, you agree with all of the Villa? Let's get me to 15k. I'd appreciate that before the end. Is that a handball by Boye? You know what? I need to see that again. So for me, I tried to square it. Boye slid. It has him in the art.
I genuinely don't understand.
Is that unnatural though?
I don't know, because it's not even come up yet.
We were literally at the same time.
We paused it, so we were at the same time. I don't understand.
It hits his hand, yeah, but it's
30
sliding.
seconds
So
behind you.
That's not unnatural for me. He's sliding. It does hit his hand, but I don't know what else is meant to do with that. There, he's literally sliding in. It's not like it was above his head or anything like that. It's not being given.
That if your hand, when you're sliding, if your hand is below your body, if it hits that one, then it's not.
Yeah, that's what just happened. Yeah.
Like on the replay, I think that's the rule. Don't quote me on it, but I do think that's the rule, because you can't slide and not have your hand out for balance.
That's what he did. I was nervous then, though. I was nervous. Meg's Wi-Fi is off, said Andy. Organised chaos.
Like.
Literally, that is us.
We all know what my Wi-Fi is like after the other night.
We were proper prepared. We waited. I even paused mine a little bit, so we matched it up literally to the part where James Cooper was talking. We paused, pressed play at the same time, and then I don't know what's happened. Wi-Fi demons have got in again, Meg. It's always one of us. He's flying to block. That's not a penalty. He's on the deck. It's his leg that bounced onto his hand. Never a pen. Yeah, I agree with all these comments. It came from Luke Shaw, though. Should have played it in line to Pogba. Just one ball through the middle of Boye and Lindelof.
I wonder.
You have to say it's a good tackle from Boye. The show, he always does it, doesn't he? He always does it.
I know, but I was waiting for it tonight as well. I was thinking, now that it's been seen, I wanted to see it again.
I never noticed it until that Roma game. Never noticed it. I won't say if it happens in case you go behind. So I'm sure many will. Don't worry. To be fair, I think it's Meg, isn't it? More so.
It's me, but
Cavani's in. Oh, Cavani should have scored. I'm guessing I'm still a bit behind, even though I'm not on the app. So how does that work? Is everyone? I thought it was live. How can it be live and everyone watching it at different times? I'm confused.
Well, Henderson's got.
Oh, it should have scored though.
On my screen.
Should have scored. Should have scored.
I'm at completely the opposite end of the pitch.
I don't know what's happening on mine. I've just changed my channel. I've literally changed it back on. I'm to 6 minutes. Let's see.
What are you on 6 minutes?
So hang on, in the chat, let me know. McTominay's just been moaning at the ref. Am I at the right point now? Yeah, I've just went back and back on 6 minutes.
Well, mine's on 5 minutes now.
So that is the app a whole minute behind. Luke Shaw to Boye. Got to get a toe to that. He has, luckily. That's over for me. Firmino's head for a throw-in. 6:30 minutes in. So I'm on 6:48, 49, 50, 51, 52.
Okay, well, I'm on 5:30.
Meg, you're watching the Leicester game. That's how far behind you are.
And I can't get it any closer. The app must be so far behind.
It's about a minute, isn't it? I think. It seems to be about a minute. Some tempo so far. Yeah, to be fair, I think we've started pretty energetic on the front foot. But that ball over the top is concerning me. Wan-Bissaka's got it on the right-hand side. Meg is watching Cantona. Hello to Mitch. Mitch, I hope you're doing good. Is that coffee? This is actually tea. This is a cup of tea.
What you on now, say?
7:43. I don't really drink coffee. Meg, you don't drink hot drinks, do you?
No, not at all.
Meg, you're a bit like Liverpool tonight. You've fallen so far behind.
So hasn't got hold of reactions. Well, obviously we'll.
I know it's so hard.
We'll just discuss the game as it goes, and I'll probably scream a minute later.
An espresso hazelnut. That actually sounds quite nice, to be fair.
Ooh. I'm not about that. The hot drink life.
Yeah. Hi, Meg and Soph. How have both your days been? How has your day been, Meg? Thank you for that.
Mine's been good, thank you. Not a busy one. Back in the office tomorrow, so not a busy one today.
Oh, busy. Every day is busy, to be fair, at my work though. Yeah, but I'm glad it's Thursday, and obviously Friday's tomorrow. Can't wait. This week's been like a drag. Like I forgot what day it is many times.
Curtis, you don't need to worry about him. He's literally
on the
sofa here. So
put you back to Bruno.
I got him working tonight.
Get in! 1-0. Sorry, Meg. I shouldn't be cheering yet, but it's a goal. I'm not sure if it'll be given to Bruno. I think it might be an own goal. And Phillips. 1-0.
Where?
Bruno's gone with his outside of his foot. Tried to cut it to the far corner. And it's deflected in. I think it's Phillips. I don't even think it's an own goal, but it's in. Like, I'll take it. Wan-Bissaka's onside there.
Knowing that there's going to be a goal and like watching the build up and thinking when's it going to be.
Yeah, I think that's an own goal, you know. Good start. We've been on the front foot. It's going in though.
Isn't it nice to sit here and think we've just scored first? Well,
sorry, Josh, I'm spoiling it for you as well.
We haven't.
To be fair, there's nothing the keeper can do there. He just stuck a leg out, he hit him on the shin and gone in. Probably giving us an OG, but it was going on target though. Yeah, Ian, 1-0.
Completely mad that we've still not scored.
You're joking. We've kicked off again here.
Mine must be running so much slower. I have no idea.
Meg, are you still using dial-up? What's happening? You're on MSN.
I mean, if the original shot goes in, he's just scored on ours. If it goes in...
Oh, well done, Fred. You're offside there, Rashford.
But what did you say
behind Liverpool there
before the game about the two centre-backs?
Get at them. Get at them. And to be fair, I do think we've started this game well. £20 bet with my mate. I hope you're going to win that £20. I hope so. Go on, Cavani, keep pressing. Again? We're getting lucky here, Liverpool. Playing it around. It's good press. Yes. Boy gets it back. Boy makes me laugh. It's just the way that he plays. Shivan says, hi, ladies, great start to the game. Great start indeed. Luke Shaw's got it on the left now. Tries to cross, but it's blocked by Trent. Come on, Pogba. I like the blonde hair.
1 second, please.
Bruno in the box now turns. Good start from us. Doug says it's been coming. We've looked really shaky. 5-0 incoming. That would be nice. Liverpool so sloppy, says Zoe. Yeah, we've definitely looked the sharper of the two teams. Wan-Bissaka with the ball in towards Cavani, easily cleared by Phillips. Don't know why McTominay's done that, headed straight back to them. Need to wake up here, Doug. Slow start, says James. Give it, give it, give it. That song has been in my head constantly. Meg looks like she's about to sneeze. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or what's going on here.
I'm just trying to concentrate and think, what time are you on now? We're just trying to fix it.
12:27.
Okay, so I'm not as far behind now.
What are you on?
I'm on 12 minutes now.
Go on, Rashford.
So what does that make me? I'm on
You're not
12:05.
Oh, so you're like 40 seconds.
Which is closer than I was before.
I think it was like 4 minutes before.
I just ended. So I apologise to everyone because I don't know how it's done that when we paused the telly to ensure that we were at the same time.
Give it to Rashford. Oh, too slow. We look sharp though. We look sharp. Yeah, 50 seconds behind. I can't believe how you were so far behind.
We'll try and fix this for next time, so I apologise everybody else.
You know, when it was on BT, we were closer together, weren't we, I think, in terms of time.
Yeah.
Liverpool pressing now. Got on that right-hand side. Salah. Tries to chop inside, good block by Luke Shaw. It's coming back at us over Thiago. Cavani's work rate, though.
What do you think about Thiago, Soph? Obviously, first season in the Prem. What have you made of him?
It strikes me a bit like a Schweinsteiger deal that we did. Like, I really rate him as a player. I think technically a very good player that obviously did really well in the Bundesliga, but I don't know if he's just moved to the Prem a bit too late. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's kind of up to speed. His legs, I think he's technically a quality player. I don't know, but I think judging more next season when the likes of Van Dijk are back, obviously they've had their own injuries, Liverpool. I think it'd be fair to judge just him. Obviously, there's been many who haven't had as good as a season as they did last season. But yeah, I don't know if he's a bit like a Bastian Schweinsteiger where he's just been signed a bit too late for the Prem. That's what it strikes me like.
If Doug's still in the chat, to get a Liverpool point on it as well, because I just think he's underwhelmed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Not quite got the hype that he came with. It's not been lived up to. So,
yeah.
I mean, as a Manchester United fan, I'm not as bothered.
Of course. Well, I know what you mean. Like, obviously, we wanted him. There was talks that, obviously, we wanted him at United. He's a player that I've always really enjoyed watching. I think he's such a silky player. But I don't know, coming to the Prem, I think in the Bundesliga, he dominated games a lot more. But Liverpool haven't really dominated games this season. So, I don't know. maybe judge him next season more so. But technically a very good player. It's just whether he can really cut it in the Prem, whether it's a bit too late. Good tackle by McTominay. Rescuing a foul against Rashford, though, pulling him back, I think. Thiago is top class, but Pogba's better, says Mitch. I know Meg would agree with that.
Always got a hype Pogba up, haven't I? Got to stick with my man.
I think Thiago needs a pre-season in the summer, and Liverpool need to get their stars back fit. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it fits in the Liverpool system either. It doesn't suit him at all. What minute am I on? I'm on 15 minutes and 50 seconds. Or no, 50 seconds. Yeah, Doug, Meg asked what your thoughts are on Thiago. Just replaying the goal again from Bruno. Was it given as an OG? Obviously, we've got no commentary on, so I don't know if it's given as an OG or as Bruno's. I think it was going on target, though, but that's some deflection. Literally, his shin and got in.
You can't do stuff like anything about him if you're a defender and it does that. Well, if you're a goalkeeper and it does that. It's one of those, isn't it?
Cavani with a bit of a risky ball across the box towards Boye, but we've dealt with it. He was giving us a Bruno goal to Zian. Bruno goal. Meg, thoughts on Sancho news? Obviously, there's rumours that we've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to get that deal done. I do think it feels more like it's going to happen this time around, to be honest. I don't think he hasn't really set the Bundesliga alight, has he, this season? Maybe because he wants that move.
Well, Dortmund have they struggled, haven't they, at times?
Yeah. I think he's in good form now, though, Sancho.
I think he is. My concern is obviously Haaland has got the rumours going around that he will leave. Are they going to allow Sancho and Haaland to go at the same time? Who are they going to bring without any replacements? So I think unless they've got replacements lined up, there was always going to be interest from other teams as well when we didn't capture him last season. So I don't know. There's now that the Cavani deal's been sorted and finalised for us, I think Sancho will be somebody that we go after.
Yeah, Doug says on Thiago, I think he's been good in some games, not all. He hasn't settled back for all season. I think full pre-season, and we will see the best of him next season. Henderson, Fabinho and Thiago. I have to agree. They've never had their injuries, and I think the constant changing hasn't really helped him, that consistency. But yeah, I expected more from him, though. I'm not going to deny I did expect more from him coming to Liverpool. But like you say, Meg, as a United fan, I'm not really complaining too much about that. Imagine a midfield forward line of Rice, Pogba, Fernandes, Rashford, Sancho, Cavani with Greenwood on the bench. Looks good to me, Meg.
On paper, very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you can do it, if you can do those deals, you'd get them done. You know, extend. You know, Rice and Sancho coming in, keep hold of Fernandes, Pogba. You've got Cavani signed, obviously, for another season. You've got Greenwood and Rashford.
Yeah.
There's some
exciting.
Yeah. Names that should be able to get you off you know, when you go to watch a game and they get the ball and you get that feeling, the whole stadium starts to lift as people stand up.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling.
McTominay out to Wan-Bissaka, we're on the attack again. Out to Bruno. I love seeing Bruno as captain, I've got to be honest. But yeah, Declan Rice for me, Meg, Declan Rice is a signing that I really want us to make. I'd really rate him, and I think he'd suit us perfectly in that holding role.
I think he's one of those players that you're either going to say he's very talented or you say that he's overrated. And I think he splits fan bases. I've seen a lot of people say no, don't want him.
I want him. I'll be honest. I really want him. Luke Shaw now on the left. Pass it into Pogba. Tried to set it back for Rashford. Challenging there by Thiago. I think they're almost overplaying it sometimes. Lingard included in that deal, possibly. Yeah, there's obviously leeway there for us to include. Obviously, Lingard's form at West Ham has been fantastic, hasn't it, Megan? I'm pretty sure that they would like to do a deal with him. Maybe.
He looks very settled there, doesn't
he? Yeah. Crunching tackle by Shaw. Love that. Fred on that left now. Little 1-2 with Pogba. South throwing. We've looked sharp. We have looked sharp. Too many touches. Yeah, we got almost overplaying. I think we're trying to score the perfect goal. Like Pogba for me should have turned and got a shot away then. Rice would mean we can play Pogba in his position. Yeah. Definitely. I just think we don't need to play 2 CDMs when we've got Rice there. For me, he can do that job on his own, Meg. And I think then it gives us license to have a bit more creativity in the middle. Look, at the minute, obviously, Ollie feels that McFreddy's the most secure option. I don't think we need 2 CDMs if you get someone like Declan Rice.
No, I think he secures it a little bit more. I think he's better on the ball than the others.
Yeah. Bruno with a cross, but it's cleared. It's almost an absolute world of a ball from Alexander-Arnold there, but it's well intercepted by Wan-Bissaka. Rice would suit you really well. Wouldn't have to play with double pivot all the time. Exactly. I agree with that. I think it's the deal that we can get done. Fred has had a lot of influence in this game. He's tenacity in the middle, he's winning the ball back. Good play from Luke Shaw to throw into us. I think the only one to say is overrated is because he isn't a fancy player, but he protects the back four as good as anyone in Europe, in my opinion. You say he's not a fancy player, but there's been a few times this season, Meg, where he's done some like mad runs, like box-to-box runs, driving runs. Declan Rice, like I think I don't know, he's not afraid to drive forward with the ball. I think he can offer something in attack as well. He's an engine in there, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's a bit more of an all-rounder than the two that we've got. Like he shows qualities going forward and defensively. That's why I rate him. I just think someone like that in the midfield,
pressing again.
You've got a bit more security, but also would be a little bit more of like a bite going forward as well. And we know what Fred's passing's like. If you had to pick between Fred and Rice, who's going to pass you the ball?
Yeah, you're right. Rice is that player would add so much to our midfield, I agree. The ball in there saved by Henderson. Come on into McTominay to Bruno. Come on, let's counter. Rashford is the one. Bruno's played it over the top to him. He's got it. Tell you what, some recovery of that from Robertson. Some recovery. I think this is Rice or McSauce, though they are both like to support in attack. Yeah. I think you can compare the two. I don't know. Is McTominay the finished article for you, Meg, as that holding player?
No, but I do like him. I do think he's got something about him, and I do think he's very suited to Manchester United.
Yeah,
like
he's a Manchester through and through, isn't he?
Yeah, but like, are there better players out there? Yes. Does that guarantee that they would be better in our team than McTominay? No, because I think, like I said, he has got that whole Manchester United. He knows and lives it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Whereas, he's not the best, but he does a job in there.
I think he's not that disciplined player either. I think he's one who tends to drift box to box. I don't think he's the out and out CDM, like a disciplined player. I think that's what Rice gives you, a bit more discipline there.
Yeah.
Hello to Danny. Danny, I hope you're good. McTominay isn't holding his box to box. Workhorse. Wan-Bissaka's having a blinder. Go on, my son. He is playing well, Wan-Bissaka. Positive on that right hand side. I do think we need to get another goal though. You just can't help but feel that grow into this Liverpool.
I completely agree with this, by the way. That McTominay is definitely more of an 8 than a 4. Way more of an 8. But I think because similarly with Rice, he's got compared. If you've got Rice, McTominay, and Fred's the weakest almost going forward. He doesn't always guarantee it.
Harry says Hendo. Hendo, made himself big then. Fair result in the end for you guys. Decent. Obviously, talking about the Villa Everton game. Salah up against Lindelof now. Salah's won a corner. McTominay reminds me of Anderson. I saw someone mention earlier as well, looking forward to the Fergie film. Yeah, definitely. Definitely looking forward to that. You doing anything good this weekend, Meg? You got football this weekend?
Still wait. Yeah, should have football, but we're still waiting to confirm who, because we were originally meant to be playing FC United and they pulled out. So we have got like space for a game. If not, then we'll be playing on the Wednesday. But other than that, no other plans. What about you?
It's a penalty. It's a penalty for Liverpool. The players are complaining. I don't know who it was. It's Phillips who's down. Phillips is down. Yeah, I've got a semi-final, Meg, on Sunday against Droitwich.
Very
so what happens
good.
here? Straight to McTominay. That's not a handball. Wamsaka clears it, then Boyer clears it. That's not a penalty. He's kicked the ball. Surely not. What? He's kicked the ball and he's caught him afterwards. That's not a pen, is it?
I'll let you know in a minute, Soph.
he's like towed the ball away and then hit him afterwards. Surely they're checking this. What do you guys think in the chat? He has hit him afterwards, but he kicked the ball first. Surely. I mean, we've seen ones given like this before where it was against West Ham where the players cleared the ball and then kicked the player on the follow through. That's not a pen, surely. He's going to look at it. Come on, ref. Surely that's not a pen. Klopp's nodding. I think he's saying it's a pen. He literally kicked the ball away first. He's kicked the ball away.
We're just waiting to see a replay of it.
The ref's watching it, but he's literally towed the ball away. He's asking for a replay. Come on, surely.
I feel
no penalty. Yes, ref. No penalty.
He gets the ball first.
Klopp looks bemused. Shut up. That's not a pen. No way. Good decision. VAR used well.
I was going to say, is this VAR in now?
Yes. He's literally cleared the ball, and in his motion afterwards, it's not unnatural, is it? He just sliced the ball away and caught him afterwards. Klopp's fuming. Klopp needs... If that's given the way round, Klopp is fuming, so I don't know. He needs to wipe that smile off his face. That's not a pen. No way is that a pen. Fair play to the ref. He's made the correct decision there. It's good pressing again. McTominay's won it. Oh, I just put a bit too much on it for Pogba. Good pressing. Are we getting some joy doing that pressing high? Forcing mistakes. He is lucky he did get a slice on the ball, but he did. He got a clear toe on the ball. It's close to being out of the box as well, to be fair. The new age VAR crap in the game sucks. Yeah. I do think it was used right there. But like I say, you have seen ones where that has been given, where the players cleared the ball and then, obviously, in the follow-through, caught the player. But for me, that's not a foul. Like, he's clearly played the ball. What's he meant to do with that afterwards? It's not unnatural.
If you make the ball and you're there and then somebody goes into you, which for me, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You got there first.
Yeah. They're probably feeling annoyed as well because of the handball, aren't they, earlier on? But for me, that wasn't a handball as well. Klopp's crying as usual, someone just said. Yeah, exactly. He's going to score another one there. Let's make him cry even more. Come on. What can Klopp really be moaning at there, Meg?
He'll find something, probably like the wind or someone breathed near him.
There's a blade of grass that tripped him up first. That was the offending party.
The white lines, probably like just like ever so slightly. Not
like the light reflecting off Anthony Taylor's head, put the player off.
Do you know, actually talk about the blades of grass. United have won the best pitch.
Yeah, they have. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. We've won something. Ollie's won something. Hey. Well, McTominay.
But Joe, looking at the pitch, even tonight, the way that they do it, I mean, looking at my back garden and looking at this, it still looks perfect.
It does. It does. We've got another corner.
What minute are you on?
30. And then 37 seconds. Luke Shaw to swing it in.
Okay, I'm turning.
Plays it all the way back to Bruno.
Now.
Bruno whips it in. Go on, Pogba. Oh, just past the far post. Didn't get enough. He tried to loop it into the far corner. He just put it wide. Didn't really make the connection. I think he was offside anyway, to be fair. Can't beat a nice first big glass on his first trophy. The double's on. The double's on for us, mate. Best pitch and Europa League. It's on. If people are classing Charity Shield as part of the treble, then yeah. VAR is a tricky one. Ben Foster recently said he's dreading playing next season with it. He can accept that refs make mistakes, but I think he'll change his mind if it goes in his favour next season, definitely. Rashford tried to play it through to Pogba, which blocked. Luke Shaw's giving it away to Fabinho. Now Liverpool are on the counter-attack. Fred getting back. Get out to him. Come out to Robertson. Back to Wijnaldum. Liverpool against them on the attack. Leaving to Rohit. I'm doing well, thank you, and I hope you're doing good too. Thanks for tuning in. Doug said not a penalty for me, buddy. It's good to know, Doug, that there are some sensible Liverpool fans out there.
One for the brain.
No, it wasn't a penalty. Yeah. City have hit their record attendance for their home game this year too. Congrats to them. VAR is like a laptop. If you can turn it or know how to use it, then don't blame the computer.
Do you know, when Rashford got the ball then and went to pass it to Pogba, all I've got in my head, I presume, obviously, so I know that it's in our little group chat and we talk about the alternate MUFC commentary on Twitter, but all I can hear in my head is Walcott or Pele, Walcott or Pele, Walcott or Pele. Every time he gets the ball now. And if you haven't seen the alternate,
they are funny. They are good. I'd definitely recommend.
You need to watch it. They're great.
Ball out to Wijnaldum, who switches it out to Robertson. Oh, it's a great strike. Good save by Henderson. It's a good save. Shot was by Jota. It's a good save. What's your thoughts on Henderson starting again tonight? Because De Gea, to be fair, has played well last few times he's played.
He has, but I think it's kind of very much, you know how De Gea was at the start of the season, that, you know, he was the Premier League keeper, and regardless of how well Henderson played in the cup competitions, he'd revert back to De Gea for the league. Obviously, that's kind of swapped after De Gea took some time away early on this season, early on this year, sorry. And I think that's very much, you know, Ollie's got the respect that that's how it is now. You know, Henderson hasn't done badly, even if De Gea has done well in the cup games.
It's 1-1. We just couldn't clear our lines. I think it's Jota who's flicked it in.
Doing badly.
Jota with a little flick. We just couldn't clear our lines. We need to get rid of it. It's fired back in. Pogba's tried to block it with his head, and then he's just got tangled. Comes out to Phillips. He's scrappy shot back in. Jota's onside. He trickles through, and he's just in a little flick. We just need to get contact on it, really, but we need to clear our lines there.
I'm shocked we're talking about Manchester United clearing their lines.
I mean, it's a clever little finish from Jota, but no way should that be trickling through to him there.
It's just gone in.
Check out this giveaway, guys. MUFC kit collector. Liverpool are in again here. Luckily, it's behind. Stop him from getting across him, Fred. Come on, fix up.
It's disappointing, isn't it? You look back at the whole Sheffield game, and when we couldn't clear our lines there was a few games that we went on a spell where we didn't clear our lines, and we've not learnt from it.
Pogba's giving it away, trying to be too clever. To be fair, those looked up and there's nothing in front of him.
It's a great finish by Jota.
Corner again to Liverpool.
It's a great finish.
I can't believe Lindelof just gifted them the ball. Salah's luckily to pull back because it could have been 2-1. You're not nervous at the minute, definitely under the cosh a little bit.
This is where we were talking about leadership, though. You know, the fact that Maguire's not in there. Who's gonna stand up?
There.
Yeah, who's gonna be that player now to stand up and organise that back line again? Get their heads back on it.
Yeah, we do need to work on corners next season. I agree with that, Meg. I think we have been a bit vulnerable at times from set pieces, haven't we? I mean, think back to that, even like the Everton game when Calvert-Lewin scored right at their depth. Like, I think set pieces in general we have been a bit sloppy this season.
Yeah, it's key in the game nowadays. You know, a lot of teams can rely on that, especially when they play the likes of like Manchester United and they sit back. You know, they will hope for a set piece.
Yeah.
You know, some teams, that's what they rely on. You've got to be able to defend them.
Yeah. Liverpool have grown into this game, keeping the ball a lot better.
They'll take confidence, big confidence from that goal.
You'd think so.
Back in it.
It's a good feat there from Wijnaldum. Well, let's get it back, lads. Playing triangles around us at the minute. That goal definitely given them a boost. Come on then, Rashford. Robertson's getting back at him though. Robertson's rapid, you know, you don't even realise.
You know, they've just come up with that stat about the last 5 minutes and where the percentage is. Look how small the percentage was going forward for Manchester United. I mean, it's probably a minute ago for you, but it's just come up on mine.
Ball's back with Alisson.
Well, that's what, you know, that's why it's been a problem, but we need to ensure that we're doing something about it next season. You know, it's not about who's got the biggest player on the pitch. It's about being organised and someone standing up and saying, this is your job, you do it. And then people taking responsibility for their jobs.
Yeah. Rashford out to Wan-Bissaka. Back to McTominay. Tries to switch it out. Sloppy. Again, Liverpool breakaway.
It's just Shivan's just organisation. It's making sure that
failed to clear our lines in the first place. Henderson's ball. Hit the like button, guys. Would appreciate it. 1-1 so far. 38 minutes gone. Again, we're giving it away. McTominay header, but we're playing our way into trouble at the minute. We're causing our own mistakes.
Need to go back to how we were playing.
Good tackle from Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, we're on the front foot and we're so sloppy at the minute. I mean, we're just giving it away in our own area. McTominay with a good ball out to Cavani, but look where Cavani is. Fred will switch out to Bruno on the right-hand side. Nothing on though. Shaw too slow. We've slowed it down. McTominay with a switch out to Luke Shaw. Come on then, let's have a bit of energy. We're just strolling at the minute. So slow. I mean, I do think we need to settle the game down a little bit, but this is pedestrian.
We spoke about this obviously prior to the game, so this Lindelof and Bailly partnership. And we just, you know, it's not the natural pairing that we'd all pick. We'd either pick Maguire and Lindelof or Maguire and Bailly. So it's the other two together, isn't it now? But at this level, they're elite players. They should.
It's a good pass that by Bailly.
Be able to play next to each other.
Pogba, have a shot. We're trying to overplay. You're trying to be too clever there for me. It's not just him. Rashford's done it a few times as well, just trying to overcomplicate it. There's a little ball into him from Bruno, perfect pace. He could have easily just hit that. He could have took a touch and hit that, and he's tried to do a little fancy pass to Cavani. If it comes off, yeah, it's great, but just have a shot. It's literally right on the edge of the area. Thank you so much to De Gea for the contribution. Really appreciate that. Again, it's good pressing there. Cavani working back. Hello to Felix as well. Hope you're good.
Rohit's talking about we've got one job as Chelsea fans. It's tight, isn't it, for everyone at the moment?
It is. It is. I wasn't expecting Arsenal to win yesterday.
It's a very Arsenal thing to do, so.
Go on then, Pogba. Go on then. Oh. He had a shot, though. That's what I want from him. Have a shot, Pogba. Be a bit more selfish. Nice little turn. It opens up for him and he goes for it on his left. It's literally at the side netting. It's better though. Just be a bit more positive. I don't know. He's always looking for that pass when he's in and around the area. He just needs to have a pop. Pogba farting about with these touches. Pogba needs to be more selfish. If he's going to play on that left hand side. Yeah, when on passes come off, don't get me wrong, it looks great. But when that space opens up on the edge of the area, when you pull Pogba, you've just got to have a pop.
We've seen him do it though, haven't we? Times, wasn't it against Fulham?
Yeah,
he had a go.
We know he can do it.
He literally popped up with some goals. He had a pop and he popped up with some goals. He's got to make the right decision, hasn't he? When to do it and when not to do it.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the pairing over Doug, but it's always Maguire +1 and he's missing. We do look suspect at the back. We do. I mean, when you saw the stats the other day, when it's Maguire's like first for everything, like aerial duels, interceptions, his price tag has gone against him, hasn't it, Meg, like the amount of stick that he's had this season.
And it always will do because defenders.
Good run from Shaw. Yeah.
I think it's very easy to earn your price tag as an attacker. Score some goals. Do you know what I mean? It's so.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. I'm not going to say it's so easy, but it's a lot easier to earn your price tag as a striker or as an attacker because you score some goals, make some assists, and everyone will say, yeah, you've been worth it. But as a defender, unless you are having worldy games in and out, like time and time again, or you're making last-ditch challenges. Nobody wants to be making last-ditch challenges, by the way. We don't, although they're great, we don't want to be making them. You don't get the credit. You notice with all the awards, it's very much all attackers. But yeah, as they always say, strikers win your games, but defenders win your titles.
Wan-Bissaka there just tried to pass it to Bruno, who's blatantly stood on side, chased his own pass, and just pushed the Liverpool player over. That's what's just happened in the phase of play. Hello to Mfundo. I'm doing very well, thank you, and I hope you're doing good. And what's your take on the first half, Meg? Take on the half?
Well, I'm probably still on the warm-up, but that's what I feel like. It's been a bit of a war. I mean, it was great to start with, wasn't it?
I think when we pressed high, we looked dangerous.
We did, and we actually scored first.
Not sure.
But Liverpool
run by Luke Shaw.
Grown into the game, 100%. Yeah. They're the ones that have kind of worked their way into the game. But
Rashford trying to be 10 men again. Fred on the edge of the box now. Out to Wan-Bissaka.
Definitely a born defender speaking, but nobody can tell me any different. Nobody can tell me any different about it. As a striker, I swear it's easier to earn your price tag, and if someone can explain why it's not, then go for it. But yeah, definitely a defenders union.
Henderson's coming out for this one. Get rid.
Doug, if you're predicting stuff like this, I want to know what the lottery numbers are, so I can pay for better Wi-Fi. Apparently.
Get rid of that dial-up.
Yeah.
Ball's out to Pogba on the left-hand side. Cavani is again drifted out to the back post. Pogba, I think, was going for him, but straight into Alisson's arm. We've kind of faded out in this game. I thought we started on the front foot, and like you say, Liverpool have grown into it.
Almost took me by surprise the fact that we started well and we scored the first goal.
Yeah.
That's not like us. Let's just hope it's still second half FC.
Yeah. What's your thought on Pogba's agent, Meg? Do you think he should get rid of Raiola? Obviously, we've been saying it for a long, long time now. But that circus that comes with him.
It is, and it does come from Raiola, doesn't it? It's always him.
Yeah.
He's always doing something. He's always saying something. He's got a lot to say for himself. But Pogba obviously trusts him as his agent.
Yeah.
I think
surely.
There's got to be better relationships between him and us.
Yeah. Don't forget, Soph, in the grand scheme of things, it's not vital we win this. Look, you always want to beat Liverpool, don't you, Meg? In terms of the league, yeah, but you always want to beat them. It's a big switch out to Pogba.
I mean, we're not. Are we cemented second?
Go on, Pogba. Bruno. Oh,
I'm not disappearing from the show, but I am.
Bruno's down here.
Hence why I'm not commentating on the game, because
Bruno's down here.
No point.
That looked painful. Bruno's gone for a shot with his left. I'm not sure if it's caught the defender, but he's down. He looks in pain. So that's the thing we need. Hopefully this isn't too serious, but he does look in pain. Yeah, Cavani's barely touched it. Bruno's saying he's bent his... I hope it's not his ligaments. He's saying he's bent his ankle.
I think it's going to be coming up.
He's gone over on it. Let's have a look. So Thiago's coming in. Bruno shoots.
Oh, you see him when he lands?
Yeah.
When he lands, it does not.
I'm hoping it's just like when you roll your ankle and it feels weak for a second or so.
Yeah.
He's walking. That's a good sign.
Obviously, with half time now as well.
Yeah.
Wonder whether we'll see him come back out for the second half.
He's walking. It's a good sign. But I was worried when I first saw him going down the way that he did. I thought something bad's happened here, but he is walking, so that's positive. Yeah, the one player that we definitely can't afford for us to get injured. We need 3 points for second, and we have Fulham and Wolves.
And look, Man City has been. I was looking at the table at the start of this year, as we went into January to now, and where they've come from and what they've done in this time. They have been very, very good. You've got to admit it. You give them credit for that. But
Firmino scored. It's 2.
Oh, just me saying that. I wanted to win. Want to make sure that we're second.
And to be honest with you, it's pretty much a free header at the back post.
Is it off the free? If it's off the free kick,
it's Pogba who stood at the back post with him. He's like way onside. That's poor from Pogba. Sorry, but that's poor. He's not even looking at him. He's stood behind him. He's just drifted in behind him. Pogba's reacted too late and almost fell over. It's poor from Pogba, that. It was Rashford in the last game. It's Pogba in this one, just completely switching off. His ball watching. He hasn't got a clue where Firmino is until the last second. He tries to grab him and falls over. Way too easy, that.
It's got. I mean, it's just, they've just showed it on here now. Terrible time to concede as well. Terrible.
Both goals so poor to concede. We're not clearing our lines, and the other one's just completely switching off. Sorry.
Don't feel like we have been up to scratch across the whole pitch.
But we started the game well, and then we've kind of just gradually just vanished in this game. Not get the ball well enough at all.
Set pieces. Set
he was
pieces.
Literally just talking
How
about
much long can this go on? Shocking set piece again. You don't want Pogba defending 2 set pieces. Maguire has missed.
Pogba's got a bit better there. Rashford's been awful again this half.
I think the whole attacking has been very quiet though, Soph.
Yeah, Cavani's not touched it, to be fair.
I mean, we can say that they've been bad, but they haven't even got into the game. They've been so quiet. We haven't really got it up to them. I mean, like I said, that stat came on halfway through, saying about the last 5 minutes, they've got 9% at the top. We're giving it away quite cheaply at times as well.
Yeah. Second half FC is needed for this one. Bruno's complaining to the ref.
How many points would we have if we defended set pieces?
Yeah. You just can't switch off like that. You literally cannot switch off like that. I'm just hoping that the second half, Ollie says something to him and we improve, because the 2 goals that we've conceded have been poor. But like you say, we haven't done enough going forwards as well. Our attackers haven't really featured much.
No, they haven't, and I think you've got to go for it. You can't just. You've got to be direct at times. I don't think we are direct enough at times. I think we, like you said during this half, we've overplayed at times going forward.
It's like we've always gone for that perfect goal, haven't we?
Yeah, and it hasn't got to
be. No. But defensively set pieces, I mean, we're already discussing it. Poor. To switch off in the manner that we did.
Is it going to be a magic talk from Ollie, or is he going to give him the hairdryer treatment? That is the question.
I think we need the hairdryer treatment, to be fair.
A bit of tough love in that change room needs to be right now.
I mean, in particular, the second goal, we've just gifted them a goal. I think Pogba conceded the free kick as well, and then to switch off like that at the back post, like I said, free header. But we are known as second half FC. We're known as the comeback kings, and like you say, it's only half time. It's only halfway through the game. I expect a reaction, Meg, after half time. I really do. I think we started the game on the front foot.
So just let us know what he says, because obviously we've got no commentary on.
Yeah, obviously we haven't got a commentary on, so let us know what he says. But I feel like we've just gifted them the goals. That's what's frustrating me. We haven't been carved open or anything like that. It's our own mistakes that have costing us.
It is, and the amount of times that, Harry Maguire has been a scapegoat for Manchester United at times when we've played poorly. And when he's not there, we can see.
Yeah.
We can see that he's actually a loss for us. So, need to turn this around big time.
Doug says my prediction is 3-2. It is. I was on Doug's channel and I did say 3-2 is my prediction. So it's still on. Fingers crossed, it's still on. Would you make any changes, Meg, if you were Ollie?
No, I don't think we'll make changes at half time unless Bruno, I wouldn't. I'd leave it for a little bit. Probably 10 to 15 minutes, around the hour mark if you're losing at 2-1. Allow whoever you're going to bring on, if we're going to say someone like Greenwood, to have an opportunity to not only get into the game but make a change as well, make it be the difference on it. It's very rare that subs come on and make the instant impact. Do you know what I mean? I know it happens, and we say like they've scored with their first touch, and it's great when that happens. But give them an opportunity to actually get into the game.
Yeah.
And if you're going to make a sub and you are losing 2-1, I want it to be an attacking. I want it to be an attacking change. Try and get us into that game.
I think Greenwood's going to come on at some point, especially if the longer the score stays like this. The form that he's in at the minute, I'm sure he'd be up for obviously coming on and grabbing a goal. I think he's got to be one of the ones at the forefront of Ollie's mind right now in terms of looking to change it. Maybe bring Pogba back into that midfield and take one of McFred off. That could be a possibility.
We have all but secured obviously the second spot, but you want to make sure that it is secure. We're playing against Liverpool. We're never going to sit back and just concede the game. And I don't want to go into that kind of mental state, we'll just contain it to 2-1. No, go and get yourself another goal. At least get the draw. If not, try and build on that for the third goal as well. Next goal is huge. 2-1, or it's a 1 goal difference. Next goal is huge. Makes it 3-1 to Liverpool. It's very difficult to come back. They can just defend then. Make it 2-2. Game back on. Momentum swings. Second half FC.
Come on. Danny says, can we give a shout out to his mate Mel? Mel, shout out to you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for always tuning in. Apparently you love our shows and you never miss it. So thanks for the support, Mel. We appreciate it and we hope you're doing well. Thanks for Danny as well, obviously, for joining in the chat. Oliver Villa says Greenwood will equalise. I think he's on fire right now and doesn't know anything else but where the goal is currently. Yeah, he's got to be feeling confident that he can come on and make a difference here, Meg.
Yeah, we've said it before and say it again. This Cavani and Greenwood partnership, it's like the tutor and the apprentice, isn't it? Greenwood is Cavani's little apprentice at the moment. So seeing those two on the pitch together, it's dangerous.
Yeah. Do you think this is the case? Twisty said the United players are already thinking of the final. I mean, I hope not, because obviously, like we said earlier, when you're playing Liverpool, you always want to win. But do you think that maybe that is in the back of players' minds?
I think it'll always be in the back of players' minds, but they will say it. You only focus on the next game.
Yeah.
You will only focus on the game tonight or the next one after that. They won't look forward too far in advance. Managers might, but players need to focus on what's going on in front of them. But it will be in the back of their minds, of course.
Yeah, just watching that Bruno goal again. It full on hits Phillips on the shin and goes in. Greenwood will have pace. We need it. I think there's been a few times where Pogba's drove away with the ball or Cavani's come away with it. We're lacking that pace at times. Rashford's a bit too deep.
Greenwood's not shy about getting at players either.
Yeah.
He will have a go at it.
Yeah. I'm just watching that goal again.
See where I've closed my app and I'm going to restart. So
no problem.
Try and make sure that we are closer.
Yeah. Odds on United to get a pen to make it 2-2. I'd be interested to see what the odds are on that, to be fair. Be interested to see. But in terms of the penalty shapes for Liverpool, I don't think you can give a penalty for either of them, if I'm honest. The handball against Boye, for me, is not unnaturally sliding. That's not a handball. And again, Boye, two claims against Boye in this first half. And then, obviously, the tackle where he's towed the ball away. I think the ref's done a good job and VAR has done its job there, to be fair. Hello to Lewis. Lewis, I hope you're doing well.
100% on that second one. And if we're going to just dip into the whole VAR conversation, because it's not really somewhere that I want to go and rant on right now, that's what it's there for. So to ensure that they've given the right decision, not checking by if the toenail's offside. He got the ball. They've said go and relook at it. They've gone and relooked at it, realised it. It's gone to the side of the pitch. It's come from the on-pitch referee. He's made the change in his own decision. So yeah,
I agree. Can't give a pen for either. He won the ball first. Can't do anything about the handball. Totally agree. It would be quite ironic though if we do go on to equalise with a penalty, wouldn't it, Meg? But Klopp would be livid at that.
We talked about Arsenal doing an Arsenal thing last night and beating Chelsea. That would be very much a Manchester United thing to do, isn't it? To go and win the penalty.
A Bruno thing to do.
Especially if it's in the 85th minute or beyond.
And Pogba to redeem himself as well and go and win the penalty. That's what we want.
He can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, get your random questions in as well, guys. Obviously, we're doing a watch along, but at the minute it's half time. So any questions that you want to ask me or Meg, fire away in the chat, and obviously we'll get through as many as we can as well.
So here, because I will let you know, but are you the penalty taker? Are you a penalty taker?
No, I hate taking penalties. I'll be honest, I hate it. Obviously, I will, but I'd rather not.
Here, I'll ask you a question. Would you rather be, and this to everyone out there, because it's interesting to kind of get personality traits from this, World Cup final, would you prefer to be a penalty taker or the goalkeeper?
Goalkeeper. I think there's always more pressure on the taker. I think if the keeper saves it, it's unexpected. Whereas if you miss, I kind of think you look down upon for that. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you expect the keeper to save it, and if they do, it's a bonus. That's the way I've always looked at it, so I'd rather be the goalkeeper.
Everyone's going for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, there's less pressure on the goalkeeper.
I would go definitely the goalkeeper. I'm not a penalty taker at all. Never have been.
But if I had to, I'd take obviously a penalty in the World Cup, but I would much rather be the goalkeeper than. I wouldn't save anything as a goalkeeper. Let me just add in, I am shocking in goal, but yeah, probably goalkeeper.
And if you were the penalty taker, would you prefer to go first or fifth? Because it could all be over by the fifth penalty. You might not have to take one. But you haven't got any pressure. You haven't got any pressure on you as the first.
I was going to say, I think you've got all the pressure on you as first because you're literally getting the ball rolling. But I don't know. I think I'd like to get it over and done with and go first because I think the extra waiting. Yeah, I'm going to say first. What about you?
I'd be behind the goalkeeper taking penalties. I'd have to be subbed before we even got to penalties. I'd be the last minute. I'd be sub me off quick. Put someone on that's going to take one. But this is the thing, though, isn't it? Twisted. It's just they'd love to score the winning goal.
What about if you score miss the penalty though? So you take the losing penalty.
It's a long walk back, isn't it?
I was thinking about this, maybe going middle of the road, so somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, but it could
But
be
then I'm thinking if the two people have scored before me and then I miss that third one, I'm going to feel awful as well. So I don't think there's a winning. I don't think there's a winning scenario in terms of penalties.
Isn't it mad that, by the way, like with football, that we can decide on just one kick of the ball?
Yeah, it's mad. What would you do if you was penalty? Would you do a little Bruno jump? Would you smash it, or would you try and place it?
I'd like to sit and be like, yeah, all about finesse, and we'll just place it in the corner. I'd probably absolutely wallop it as hard as I could.
Yeah,
probably, you've got to side foot it, otherwise it goes straight over.
I think I'd just go all out, smash it. If you miss a pen, your team can't complain, especially if you volunteered and they didn't. Yeah, that's true. Obviously, if you're ballsy enough to step forward and take it, then I think you deserve a bit of respect from that. But at the same time, if you miss, like, you feel awful. I've missed a penalty before in a tournament.
Have you?
I have done that. Yeah, in a tournament. I wasn't very old though. We were playing like the little girls.
For afterwards?
I think it was the tournament was in like Coventry, and I'm pretty sure I cried like all the way home.
I knew there would be tears afterwards.
All the way home. The thing is, my dad makes it worse as well because my dad would wind me up about it. Like we go and see like friends afterwards or family friends, and he'd be like, "Yeah, she took the penalty and lost the tournament." So I had to kind of just get over it. Really, my dad wouldn't let me live it down. It's good to know that feeling. I think that's why I'm put off penalties. I was only young when that happened, and I think that put me off for life.
There's so much pressure on it, but these players you should be able to score at the level that they're playing, obviously.
Yeah, but keepers fill the goal practically, don't they? They're huge.
Yeah.
So I always think that keepers look absolutely huge in the goal. I think that's why I'd smash it and hope it's past them before they can even react. But knowing me, it'd go like over the bar. You feel a sense of guilt. I remember in Butlins it was semi-finals, and if I scored, I won it for my team, but I missed and we lost on sudden death. You do feel guilty, definitely. You feel like it's your fault. Even though you probably should have won it in normal time as a team, you still feel like it's your fault that you missed that penalty.
Zoe makes this point. My mum, she does not understand how a penalty taker at this level misses the goal. She always bangs on about it. As soon as if a player misses, they can't miss. That's all they can. But yeah,
it's true though. If you stand at a penalty spot in front of a goal, it is hard to imagine how they miss. But I think they miss because they're trying to be almost too accurate. Obviously, it's fine margins, isn't it? And I think you're trying to hit that side netting and get it like right into top bins or right into the corner. And if you just slightly get it wrong, that's it. That's why I think you've just got to go for it. Can't be too accurate.
I mean, you can't overthink it like Aguero did the other day.
That. And you won't hear about it, really. You will not hear about that, really. But that was awful. Pep was pulling his hair out, literally. Like, Pep.
He hasn't got much left.
No, it's because of Aguero. Thoughts on the FA Cup final? Is it Chelsea-Leicester FA Cup final?
Chelsea-Leicester this weekend.
I hope Leicester win.
I was going to say, we're all Leicester, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
We're all Leicester. I think, and I said it before, I don't know how many, a couple of weeks ago, that Chelsea are dangerous. And I think Chelsea will be dangerous next season as well. And the way that they play towards the end of this season now, if they take anything from this season, that will only build for them. So that's whether it's the FA Cup or the Champions League.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're all Leicester.
Definitely. The players coming out for the second half, about to kick off. Trust me, when you're in goal facing a penalty, it's the other way around. The goal feels miles too long. I can imagine that. I mean, I can barely touch the bar, to be fair. So I get that. Is it me, or when you're standing on the halfway line for a penalty shoot, the goal looks so close to the penalty taker? But if you take one, the goal seems miles away. Yeah, it does. It's right. It is right. And Tristan said, take a 50-yard run up and blast it. That would probably be more my technique.
Imagine if you did a Pogba run up for a 50-yard run. just take ages to get there.
Dahaya says, gimme, Eddie. Hopefully we do see a bit of Eddie this half. We've kicked off for the second half now. It's a miss kick there by Robertson straight to Pogba, but we've given it away. Bruno is back out and he's running, looks okay, luckily. Favourite skill in football? I've got a few. I like the skill where you stop it with, say you're running, you stop it with your right, you hit it with your left, so it's like a doo-doo, and you go through the opponent's legs. That's one I do quite often. I like a little outside hook turn as well. I don't know. I'll do a few. Do you remember, Meg,
comes off.
the one that Memphis did? I forget who it is against, and it's kind of like a little step over, like an inverted step over, and then with his trailing leg, he flicks it back the other direction.
Yeah. That
skill as well. That's one of my favourites.
I don't know what you call it. As long as it comes off. That's
a good old Cruyff turn. Someone just said you can't be a Cruyff turn. Oh, Henderson there with a mistake. They scored again. It's 3-1. Henderson's got to do better there. It's Firmino again. Not a good start to this half. Not a good start for Henderson either.
I'll let you know when they score.
What are we doing here? What are we doing? Sloppy from Fred. Why are we playing that ball around there? Lindelof intercepts it. We've got another chance to clear it. We don't. Luke Shaw comes back to Alexander-Arnold, has a shot. That's embarrassing. It's poor from Henderson, it's poor from Shaw, it's poor from Fred. That's shocking. Another goal gifted, to be honest with you.
It's just gone in now.
What are we doing?
And it comes from that playing out at the back. Fred would then try and do almost like a no-look pass. Not even look round his shoulder.
But that happened earlier in the season as well. We were playing Fred into... I think Maguire played it into Fred, played him into trouble. Why are we trying to play that there against Liverpool? A team who like to press high.
We've been punished again. Shaw's giving the ball away. The shot from Trent.
We had several occasions there where we could have got rid. And we've tried to be too complacent, too cocky. And we've been punished.
They're ruining everyone's day at the moment.
Every goal we've conceded has been embarrassing. It's a free kick now as well. Against Fred.
And this is where it's frustrating, though, isn't it? Because don't gift teams goals. Nobody else wants to gift them a goal. They would never go out to do that, and I completely get it. You don't go out to gift a team a goal. But don't mess up. You just come out for the second half. You're playing out from the back. Fred, could he have taken a touch? Could he have set it back? Instead he goes to
also, rather than just pissing around with it at the back, we could have just got rid of it. When they're pressing us high like that, I'm sorry, but you've got to bypass that press. It's complacency from us. You have to say that it looks like we're missing Maguire as well, Meg.
Yeah, but they've got to get used to it. They've got to get used to the fact that he's not there. But like we said, the amount of times that he's been slated, Maguire, perhaps you only know what you've got when you've not got it. That's probably not the right saying.
But Maguire, I know that's
not the right saying. But the saying is something along those lines. It doesn't mean the saying.
Don't know what you've got until it's gone.
What is the saying?
You don't know what you've got until it's gone.
There you go. Did I say that? I said something similar.
We know what? Even when we go in a team, I'm going to sit here and say we're not good enough to play it from the back, and I think we've seen it many times. But to do it tonight against Liverpool, we've had our warnings.
You're right when you say, though, analyse the situation. Whether
Against
you
Liverpool,
like playing out from the back or not, that's fine. If you like playing out from the back, there's still a time and a place to do it. It doesn't mean that you can't not do it. Makes me laugh. I love how when Meg is about to get angry, she stops herself and rewords it so it's more logical than angry. I'm not a reactive person. And I'm not just going to sit here and scream and bawl and shout. Many others, there is a very thought, there's thoughts behind it. I've seen clips all week about people on YouTube reacting to certain things. And I sit there and think, at least have a think about what you're saying. But yeah, there are times when I get angry, Curtis. There is times.
I've seen it with football, don't worry.
But yeah, there's no point. You know what I mean? There is logic behind what I'm trying to say.
This is frustrating.
Look, Shivan, with this, I just feel like he's having one game.
That's a mistake from Henderson, but it doesn't mean it's been awful. He's played well when he has been given the chances. And like I say, there's many mistakes in the build-up to that as well. But yeah, of course, Henderson has got to deal with that. No two ways about it.
I got you, Ian. I know that he wasn't being sarcastic. I've just seen a few people this week, not on here or anything like that, but just a few people on Twitter and stuff, and clips of people. And it's fine. Like, I'm angry about it, but we're trying to obviously understand why they're doing it. We're looking at this, and when we're all watching it and saying Liverpool have pressed high up the pitch, and we're still deciding that we want to play around in the 18-yard box and dribble it out like Luke Shaw.
But we're playing into Fred, which is a risky pass in the first place. Fred's trying to flick it around the corner when really he should try and secure the ball there and look after it. He's trying to be too clever and flick it. And he's just giving it to Liverpool. Obviously, they've come at us. Shot's been saved originally by Henderson. He's let it slip through his fingers to come out perfectly to there. I mean, there's so many errors in that goal.
But that's
it's another goal that we just gifted to.
It's about how...
Who's following it, yeah.
Yeah, who's following in. Make sure you're the first. That's a golden rule about defending. Get to the ball first. Don't let your attacker get there first. If it's dropping in the box, you get there.
Lindelof the ball over top towards Rashford, who can't take it into his stride. Every keeper makes mistakes in a season. Shame one of Henderson's has been tonight, just not concentrating. He's got to do better, no two ways about it.
Look at that.
For me, that shouldn't even come about. That shot shouldn't have even happened. We should be dealing with it before, like Luke Shaw trying to dribble out from there, Fred's little pass. Like we should have dealt with that way before then.
And I know that, and I'm not just, again, people say, well,
Mason's
you're defender and get it.
Mason's warming up.
Luke Shaw dribbling out, is he dribbling out because he hasn't got an option? And if he hasn't got an option, why has he not got an option?
Maybe, but for me, if you haven't got an option, you don't just choose to dribble out on your own box. You get rid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to add on to the whole. We're looking at that, the whole team.
I'm doing it again. Look like he's gone out for a goal kick.
I won't repeat what Josh just said. He comes in.
People react angry to get views because people want to see their reactions. It's nice to see someone actually talk sense and not overreact. Look, we're just fans like you guys watching the match. We don't try and paint it as anything else. We're just fans. I think the fact that we play football as well, it helps us probably to stay a bit calmer, Meg. Obviously, we've been through these emotions as a player. I think that helps us a bit. Inside raging, but we can just breathe.
I just think, a lot of people, it is, who can be the most or the loudest or the angriest fan to have views on their channel. Look, like we said, we are all fans, hence why we put all your comments on the screen. We get through as many as we can. We get through your opinions, whether they're the same as ours or not. And it's it's very much this whole channel is very much giving you as in everybody in the chat the opportunity to have your say, whether we agree with it or not. We can debate it. I'm not just going to bypass an opinion. And I'm also not going to sit here and just say, Ollie out because we've lost a game.
We haven't lost yet, though. Just saying.
We haven't.
So we need to bloody improve.
If we carry on.
Yeah. She's still warms up, the passion is coming out. Frustrating, Twisted. I'm trying to stay composed, but yeah, it winds me up, especially when we've literally gifted 3 goals to Liverpool. That's the frustrating thing.
Because I'm pretty sure I wish my Wi-Fi was that bad that we were still in the change room. We're about to start again. I'm still watching it. He said it was a pen. Has he gone soft?
Free kick fell on Pogba. The ball was blatantly rolling there from Pogba. We do need to keep our heads. I agree with that one. We need to keep our heads, stay composed. There's plenty of time for us. We've got to keep the ball a bit, though.
James, I would
be 2 passes together this half.
I would be intrigued as to why he's got to go now. I mean, why have you got to go right now?
I don't know what people expect. They expect Henderson, Ollie to make that save for Henderson. I don't know. But we have got to play better. I will say that. Not been good enough. What changes for Jamaican men? When? I would get Greenwood on ASAP, to be honest with you. Don't know about you, Meg.
I completely agree with that.
I'd probably get Fred off, to be honest, and put Pogba back.
Into that middle.
Yeah, and then put Greenwood out. Greenwood on the right, Rashford on the left. Rashford looks way offside here. Yeah, he was. Meg's watching it on +1, says Andy.
Do you think
We
he'll
still have
bring
2
Fred
games
off?
to get 3 points. What?
Do you think he'll bring Fred off?
I would.
He seems to stick with him at times.
I personally would. What changes would you guys make in the chat? For me, I would do Greenwood on for Fred. I'd put Pogba back. Put Rashford on the left, Greenwood on the right. That's what I would do. None of these goals are Ollie's fault. It's the players not doing the basics. Completely agree. But that being said, I think we have got to improve because we're not getting out at the minute. They're penning us in literally, and they're forcing us to make mistakes. They've pushed higher, and we're obviously still adamant on trying to play it from the back, and we're playing ourselves into trouble, Meg.
We said it how many times? How many times?
Cavani's hardly touched it.
Very quiet tonight.
I can't remember the last time.
I hope the players have, clocked onto the chat that it's give it to Eddie Cavani, and we've not given it to him at all.
Yeah. South throwing. You've got to give. Obviously, we need 2 goals, so he's got to give. If you just bring Greenwood on, he's going to give him enough time. It's not going to bring him on for 5 minutes where he's not going to have an impact.
What time are we on?
It's a foul on Rashford. I think the disappointing thing for me is, yes, defensively we're not the strongest, but going forwards we just haven't really seen. We haven't seen us create anything really.
We've not been good enough at all.
No.
We started well. We started seem to know kind of, okay, we're going to press high, we're going to go at them, and then we just have them. We've dropped completely off the boil.
They've pressed high on us, and we've, like I say, just created our own mistakes. Only 1 shot on target from us so far.
So he said if you sing Soph, you might get into the game. I mean,
Give it to Eddie Cavani. Pass him the ball and watch him score all the goals. Did you see the video, by the way, of him singing it?
Yeah.
I want that as my ringtone. Passing the ball and scoring the goal. I loved it.
I don't know who created it. I think
Liverpool have been again here for 4. Oh my God. Is it a post? Look how open we are. It should be 4. Jota should have scored.
We'll wait to see it on here.
Boy, there for me as well. He kind of just left Jota wide open for the pass. For me, he's got to try and screen it. But why are we so open? Liverpool complete control here. Ollie's got to change something. Like I say, it should be 4.
Apart Fabinho.
I mean, literally, what would be a simple pass out to Luke Shaw has just been literally put out. Fred, I'm sick of seeing him giving the ball away. Yet again, giving the ball away there. Get Fred off. Get Fred off. He's passing. If we can call it that.
Floppy.
Fabinho, I think, is a very good player. Versatile as well. Obviously, he's played at centre-back. He's played full-back, I know, at Monaco. Yeah, I think he's a very good player. I'll take him over Fred right now. That's for sure. Fred Flintstone.
I'm not sure you could name a player that you wouldn't take over Fred at the moment.
It's better. Out to Shaw.
United all over the place. Solskjaer needs to change it up.
I agree.
Have to get energy and focus on the midfield.
It's blocked off there by Alexander-Arnold's free kick to United. First time Rashford's actually ran at him.
Get Greenwood out.
Yeah, I agree. Favourite jelly flavour? Meg, you got a favourite jelly flavour?
Just the standard strawberry.
Yeah, I think I'd say I don't really eat jelly, but if I was to, I'd probably
I was
say
going to say just standard strawberry. Is it strawberry, just the red packet? Or is it raspberry?
yeah.
Or can you get both? I don't really know. The red packet.
Sophie did get Fred after not getting. Yeah, I know. Flipped in by Luke Shaw, and it's cleared. When Pogba pick up that second ball. Pogba's just lost out to Jota. Liverpool again on the break. Good tackle from Wan-Bissaka.
They're all coming in now. Here comes the food.
What's he doing? Again, why are we trying to just flick it out from the back? It should be 4. Again, what are we doing? We need to wake up. We've got Cavani at left back. I don't know what I'm witnessing right here. Favourite ice cream? I like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
I'm still waiting to just see what you've reacted to. So I'm just like, what's coming?
Fred. Henderson just dive down. Fred, just get rid of it. You're dilly-dallying. They're hungry. You know what? The fact is they're hungry as well. They're first to everything at the minute. They're up for it and we're just half asleep. It's over. Everyone's heading to him for a goal kick. Apparently I would be a scary manager. I don't think I'd be a scary manager. Greenwood coming on. It is for Fred. Thankfully. Giving the ball away far too much. We say it all the time. Winning the ball back is tenacity. Meg is second to none. But when he's on the ball, he's not good enough, Fred.
No, but like I said, I'm surprised because Ollie normally sticks with him.
Yeah.
But maybe he can hear everything.
Pogba's been poor as well, so hopefully now, playing centrally, we can get a bit more control and he can get on it a bit more. But we can't have dilly-dallying. We're doing it again. We're so insistent on playing out from the back and they're just pressing us high.
Just looking at who else on the sub bench to kind of see what other changes you can bring on. I mean, really, attacking wise, you've got Donny or Ahmad.
Yeah.
That you know would probably come on.
Who would I like to replace Fred? Declan Rice for me. Cavani's still
solid number 4.
Rashford's coming out onto this left-hand side now. Yeah, Declan Rice for me. I think that's who I'd probably like. Obviously, a lot of talk about Basuma and Didi as well. I think my preferred choice would be Rice, though. Luke Shaw battling with Salah. Again, the second ball's falling to Liverpool, though.
I think that Leicester
was
game
nice from Pogba and Bruno. Again, someone's got to make a run.
These past 2 games were always going to be difficult playing this week with the amount of players that with the amount of games that we'd got, the players that were going to be rotated. This shouldn't be happening. You can almost understand it a little bit more in the Leicester game, but this one should never be like this.
You're playing Liverpool. We can't get off for that.
And it's not even that they're not up for it, but the way that they've gifted the goals.
We're not switched on.
Could have been more.
Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side.
This Zoe, from our kind of point of view, I think he's trying to secure that midfield a little bit more, rather than letting not roam free. But I think Pogba and Bruno together with just the one, you allow Bruno and Pogba to have a free role. Pogba's got to be more disciplined. Whereas if you've got Fred and McTominay, Bruno can just roam about.
This is true. It's good ending. You're still watching. Okay.
Probably. I'm really sorry. Again, I apologise that Sophie's commentating on the game more than I am, but that's because you're probably watching the same kind of time as Soph and I'm not. So I apologise that I'm not commentating on the game. I will talk about key moments.
It's a corner to us. Luke Shaw's about to take it.
It's like co-commentary, like Soph's doing the...
Go on then.
The main one. First man. Just a co-commentator on the side.
Yeah, we haven't been up to scratch, have we? I think whether it's fatigue or what, whether it's the rotation the other day, but we're just not at it. Falling behind for Cavani, but forced wide. It's another corner. We have looked better since the change, though. I do think we've looked better since Pogba's gone centrally and Greenwood's come on.
I much prefer Pogba in the centre. But I prefer, I don't know, it's like he does well on either one, but he has been poor tonight out on that left. Moving him, he seems to be way more natural in that in the central area.
Yeah.
If he is about as far behind as I am.
Bruno's backed off there. Salah's coming away with it. Got Pogba chasing him. We're going to be more open to that counter attack now, aren't we?
We're gonna have to go for it. We will leave gaps in
behind. Good tackle from Wan-Bissaka again. It's a great tackle. Meg is the Robbie Savage of commentary tonight. Who's your favourite commentator, Meg?
I don't know. Like I like the co-commentary when you've got both Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher on it.
That's a good flick, that from Bruno. Cavani through to Rashford. Come on, Rashford. Yeah, what a goal. Get in. What a goal. Rashford, 3-2. Great goal.
You've been saying though, so since that swap, since that change.
We have looked better. Good play. Rashford to Cavani. Cavani back through to Rashford. And it's just trickled in. You'd have to say it's a good finish. Great goal. Do another tweet. Come on, let's push on there. We've looked better since the change. It's the first time we've strung like for some passes together as well in this half, I think. Let's get Greenwood on it as well. Great goal. Game on. Told you we looked faster on the pass and turn. Yep, game on now, says James. Great goal by Rashford, says Doug. Meg is way better than Robbie Savage. I agree. Oliver Villa says 3-2. It is 3-2 now. One more for the draw and clock fainting. And it'll be a penalty as well.
Penalty in the 86th minute.
Oh, Pogba's way too easy. He's just drifted past him. No shot. Yeah, it could be. Could be a free each. I don't think the goals are done in this one. We're not very open on a counter-attack from Liverpool. And I don't think we've clicked going... Obviously, we clicked for the goal just, but other than that, we haven't offered a lot going forwards. I still expect us to have a phase in this game where we are kind of peppering on the door, Meg.
Just the link-up play, then you can... Once you get going with Manchester United, we can score goals.
Yeah. Go on, Greenwood, keep pressing. We'll take that. We'll take it. Good pressing. If it's a penalty that equalises, I might die laughing, to be fair. Klopp will be so triggered. Yeah. I'll take it right now, though. Greenwood with a great switch out to Rashford. Come on then, Rashford. 1v1. Luke Shaw on the overlap. He's played him. One finish. Finish. Oh, it's off the line. Oh, no. Greenwood, it's off the line. I thought that was it. Meg, watch when you see this. It's good battling from Cavani. Doesn't give up. Comes to Bruno. Deflects head to Greenwood. You think it's got to be a goal. It's off the line by Phillips. Come on. I thought I was in from Greenwood. The second one. Come on. How has that not gone in? Luke Shaw just drilled it across.
So just the way, like, it's so hard to. I'm literally like waiting to see what happens.
Come on, Pogba. Plays it out to Greenwood, who gives it to Rashford. Swings in an evil ball. Oh, Bruno tries to flick it on. So much pace on that ball from Rashford. Yeah, I agree with James. The momentum has definitely changed. Since the changes, we've looked a lot better, a lot more in control. Bruno just couldn't direct that. There's a lot of pace on that ball from Rashford. I can't believe we haven't scored there with Greenwood.
Still waiting.
You're still not seeing me.
I swear time's going slower on the app than it is.
I can't believe that we haven't scored there.
The defender just looks like he's in the right place at the right time.
He literally is in the right place. He just stood there already and it hits him. Go on, Greenwood.
Anywhere but there.
Wan-Bissaka keeping the pressure on. Yes, corner. Great pressing. Come on. Meg, you might get the highlights tonight. We'll be watching the match of the day and Meg's still waiting for this chance. What year is it where you live?
I wish it was back before COVID right now.
I still can't believe you haven't seen that. Lindelof for the back post wins the head over his knees.
It's to react now that I know that it's not going in. I know that it doesn't go in.
Space again for Liverpool. We look so open now. If he plays that ball for the middle, he's in. He's played it to Curtis Jones on the break. And he's fired it wide. To be fair, Bruno... Oh, it's Salah. I'll take it back. Bruno's tracked him well there, to be fair. So open from that counter-attack.
We're going to have to be there if you want a third goal. I think you have to push forward.
Mane and Jones coming on now. Yeah, it was Curtis Jones I saw. Yeah, Jones coming on.
Yeah.
Yotta's going off on Wijnaldum. I think Klopp had to change it because since we've made our changes, we have looked more threatening.
Yeah. There needed to be a reaction from Liverpool, I think.
Yeah. Mane coming on with the space they've had is worrying though. They are playing on the counter now, and I agree. To be fair, they could have easily had 4 or 5 Liverpool. They've had a few chances.
The only thing I will say is that, I mean, we haven't obviously had many shots, but we have been clinical with them.
Yeah.
I don't know in total how many we have actually had. Arsenal, I'm going to try.
Cavani. Cavani's so good at doing that, nicking the ball back from the midfielder.
I love the fact that you talked to me then like I knew what he did.
I keep forgetting. Go on, Wan-Bissaka. Run down the right hand side. Outnumbered in the end. Yeah, there's so much space now. Really open game. It's good to watch though.
Do you remember when I sat here and thought Cavani wasn't going to be a good signing? Or that
I think a lot of people did. A lot of people doubted whether he had the legs, but look, we know he can't play every game, but what a signing.
Literally sit and eat my words now, don't I?
Go on, Bruno. Oh, just playing to feet there. Cavani's come feet. Mane's in behind. It's Henderson. I don't know if he's onside there or off Mane, but that's great goalkeeping from Henderson.
Make up for the previous one, or?
He's done well, to be fair. He stuck a leg out and Mane's going to go round him. Great goalkeeping. I don't know if he was offside though, I'm not sure. Cavani's quality. You know what? Considering his age, he is fit as a fiddle though, isn't he? He's in that mould like Zlatan, where he proper looks after himself.
He's had his injury chance and his injury this year, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He missed a few games.
Good run by Rashford.
We've just got to preserve him for when.
That's better, Rashford, direct. Oh, he slipped as he had a shot. Probably could have had another touch, to be fair.
I think a lot of people are improving.
Good run down the line. He just chops inside.
I'm literally every time she's like, I'm like, oh. I'm like waiting to see. It's almost like Gogglebox. I'm looking at Soph like, what's her reaction like?
We should do a Gogglebox, Meg. I think that'd be funny. To ladies in red Gogglebox, that'd be great.
I need to make sure that I'm up to speed. Literally,
I think
on
Nicole
Wi-Fi.
would be funny. I think Nicole would be funny as well. And Natalie, to be fair, with her energy.
Nat was on, I don't know if anyone is in Manchester, but Nat was on ITV Granada.
Yeah, she was on Granada, wasn't she? Yeah.
This earlier on, repping the Katie Stoney t-shirt. It's nice to see you there.
Go on, Cavani. Out to Rashford. Back out to Bruno. Hit it. Handball. That's handball. It's free kick on the edge. Come on. Better. Ladies in red Gogglebox, make it happen. Sorry, Meg.
No, it's okay.
This is more like Inception Gogglebox. I was watching you, Soph, watching the football. Yeah, it literally is. I saw, what's her name? She's on This Country. And she did a TikTok or something. And she was like, so I'm watching Gogglebox. You're watching me watch Gogglebox. No, you're watching me watching Gogglebox. So you're watching me watching other people watch TV. And it blew my mind. I was thinking, it's so true.
Is it Daisy Hooper?
Yeah, that's it. She makes me laugh. Funny.
What? She's hilarious.
Yeah, she is. I like This Country. It's funny.
So funny.
Yeah, in terms of the channel name, obviously I did a poll and the rewards was pretty telling. People were saying that we need to change to Ladies in Red. I asked the girls after the Ladies in Red last week because it's something I've been considering for a while now. And obviously I wanted the advice and I thought I'd put it out to you guys as well. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts are on it. Because obviously I call my channel Hair Dry Treatment, but the younger generation just ask me all the time, do I do videos on hair and like a salon? And I have to keep explaining it. Obviously they don't understand where the name originated from. Ladies in Red obviously is a show that is a trademark show that we do that everyone is familiar with. And people started to call the channel Ladies in Red. So that's what made me think, is it more familiar and more recognisable? Bruno with a free kick. It's over the bar. So yeah, if you think I should change it, let me know in the chat what you guys think about it. I was thinking maybe I could still keep a show where we get a guest on and maybe analyse the game or whatever that we could label as Hair Dry Treatment as well. So we can still keep the name but embedded into a show rather than the channel name. Like Josh says, guys, 93 likes. We can get to 100. Please hit that like button. Appreciate that. The Hay said, tough choice. Either one I'm interested. I'm in, sorry. Shell and Soph use hair dry treatment for after the game rants. Yeah, exactly. So rather than just calling it the cool down, for example, that could become hair dry treatment for the post game show that we do when we're not doing a watch along.
Shell and Soph.
Shell and Soph. If you know me, like definitely, I'm not going to do videos on Salon. McTominay's just been booked.
So.
Oh, to be fair, that's a bad tackle from McTominay. Probably right, to be honest with you.
I don't know if you could hear Josh then, sorry.
I heard him talking, but couldn't hear what he said.
What do you need a Bruno goal? Yeah. We need a Bruno goal in this house. To be quick.
Okay. What, did you have him score 2?
Score 1 and I'm going to get the other card.
Score 1.
He scored 1?
No, but they've given it as an own goal.
Have they?
I don't know. He's checking now. Please don't have the Lady in Red song. No matter what your name, the content is quite. I mean, it would be more quality if I was able to get. They gave it as a Bruno goal.
I'm happy. He's won.
He's happy.
Well done, Bruno.
Losing, but Josh was happy then. Yeah, probably be more quality if I could get a stream. Well, the app, and then I've been on trying to get a stream on here, trying to see if it was quicker and more up to date. Like I said, I can only apologise for tonight.
It's all right, mate. It's all right. I'm trying to keep you updated as much as I can.
You go for it. But it is so different knowing kind of almost what happens.
We're into the last 10 minutes now. 80 minutes have gone. Would you make any more changes? Do you think Ahmad is worth bringing on, or Donny? McTominay was lucky with that yellow card there. I agree with you, Doug. And thank you for that. I love the video. No matter what channel it's, the content is quality, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Wes. Have good hair. It's not a reference to the name. Thank you for that. Thiago has played well in this game, to be fair. We haven't got to grips in the midfield.
We haven't. They've done way better than us in this midfield.
Yes, Wan-Bissaka.
I'm not sure that.
One more time.
Listen, right now, you just don't want to lose, do you?
No.
Like I'd take a draw because
From this position, yeah,
from where we've been at during this game, we've rode our luck, especially in the first half, and at the start of the second half as well. So I'd take a draw right now.
I think most fans would at the minute, especially the way that we've played.
But I would go for it. What, like?
That's going to Bruno. Bruno's down again. Another knock to his ankle.
I'd go for it. Let me just look. Yeah, because you lose 4-1, 4-2, sorry, or 3-2, you still lose, and the goal difference we're above Leicester and Chelsea. So.
Well done, McTominay in the middle, good battling.
Gonna go off stats, then yeah, I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be saying go for it now. Doesn't matter whether it's 4-2 or 3-2.
Yeah. Meg, although you lived in 1842, you're an entertaining person to listen to.
I promise I'll sort it for next time.
And big up to Doug, says thanks for everyone's support recently. It's been a tough few weeks, but Grandad will be missed. He left his Bible, so precious. Doug, obviously, I messaged you the other day and I'm glad that the service went well for your Grandad. We've always got your back, Doug. We always say this, you're all right for a Scouser, and we mean that. You're all right for a Liverpool fan. No, but obviously sending love to you and the family.
Obviously, Doug, be like going into the Euros as well, because it's going to be England versus Scotland.
Yeah.
So we're going to be, once again, be rivals for that. So looking into the summer, we'll be, I'm sure at some point we will be doing some content along those lines.
Definitely. I need to get me an England shirt for the Euros, actually. I still haven't got one. I want the blue one, I think. The away shirt.
It's so nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
They dropped another one as well, didn't they? With
the black one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice as well.
Sterling and Calvert-Lewin were promoting it the other day.
Yeah, that's like a limited edition. It was nice. So from what I can see, Matic is coming on.
I mean, Doug potentially, but who knows? I might still be in the Premier League at that point. So the league might not have ended by the time we get round to it.
Next to the last tournament. That fell on Luke Shaw apparently. Liverpool driving forward again with Salah. Plays out to Firmino. I don't know if that was a shot or a cross from him, but it's put it over the bar. Matic is coming on. Which baffles me a bit when we need a goal. I mean, I do think his passing from deep may be good, but I worry about the pace in the middle.
From McTominay?
You'd think it'd be McTominay or Pogba. Cavani's conceded a free kick now. Cavani's angry.
It might save me the disappointment.
He's saying Thiago's dived there. Also have kits are nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'm a fan of the retro kits. Matic, you said it 6 times. Matic, I'll say it again. See if it brings him luck. He's on for Boye. He's on for Boye.
Okay. What? Are you going to drop McTominay back? Or is he
That's what I'm
going for the
thinking. Yeah,
three?
yeah, he has. Yeah, he's dropped McTominay back. So McTominay's dropped back centre back. Matic is in there with Pogba in the middle. You've got to feel for Donny.
Am I the only one
You've got to
confused
feel
by
for
that?
Donny. No, you're not. But why is Donny not getting a look in? We need a goal. Is that handball by Cavani? Yeah. Cavani showed chested back to Green when he see his arm. That is a weird sub.
There must be some sort of reason behind that, not just that's his decision. His hand must have been forced by something.
Yeah. I mean, I've no doubt that McTominay can play centre back. When going for a goal, it's a bit of an odd one to do. Well, how's Ollie not even getting looked at here? Hello to Keith. Thank you for tuning in. We're doing well, thank you, and I hope you're good too. Actually, I'm a bit. I feel sorry for Donny.
I hope that he stays for another season and he gets the opportunity. But
If you're like staying,
we've done a bit of like a disservice to him, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because I know, and I've said this before, the foundations are there for a very good player. But what are we going to build above that foundation? You're going to build a shed, or you're going to build a mansion? And at the moment, we're building a shed with him. He's not having the opportunity.
Oh. Ball over the top, and it's past Bruno and Rashford. It's gone out for a goal kick to Liverpool.
Okay, well, by that reaction, I thought they'd scored another one, so I was like, oh.
Oh no.
So I don't know if I'm happy or not about it.
Guys, hit the likes, please, and if you are new, please hit that sub button as well. Let's get us to 15k.
The form at Old Trafford, that's an interesting point. The form at Old Trafford needs to improve next season.
Definitely, our away form's been superb, but home form's questionable, isn't it? I completely agree.
But we will have fans back in at Old Trafford next season.
Hopefully.
Well, the way that we're going, hopefully. But I think that makes a huge difference.
God, how lucky is that?
But I hope we get back behind the team.
Phillips has just sliced in. He's gone perfectly to Alisson's arms when Rashford was there.
Bailly was injured. Seen the hobbling a few minutes earlier.
Was he?
I don't think he rates Van der Beek. I also don't think he wanted to sign him. But you've still got a good player. Whether you wanted to sign him or not, you've still got a good player there. Use him. Do you not think?
We had a spell, didn't we, when he made the change about Greenwood on when we looked better, and then they made their change, and we've just not come to terms with that. A bit like the first half, we had like a little phase where we looked sharp, and then we just fizzled out. Go on, let's get a goal.
Van der Beek has to be an Ed by, and Ollie clearly does not fancy him.
Yeah.
Bailly injured, surely not. I can hear the sarcasm through the screen. What craziness!
Were you surprised Tuanzebe didn't play after the way he played in the week? Still in the week now. Salah's in behind here. Again, sloppy from us. Surely he's going to finish this. Easy finish, never in doubt. It's 4. And you have to say they deserve it. We have not been good enough. How open we were then. Matic just, again, trying to dribble through players. We've been punished today, I think, for just taking too many touches. A bit, I don't know if it's complacency or cockiness, but Matic is just completely giving it away. We're totally open. Lindelof and McTominay have pushed up the pitch. Salah's got the pitch to run into. He's not going to miss that. Shocking. Again, another gift.
Check the comment above yours out of the Villa. I feel like that's going to give that way.
Liverpool, you have to say, deserve it, and it pisses me off to say that, but we've just gifted them. Every goal tonight has been through our own making.
I'm going to watch to see what happens on mine, to see how this pans out.
Can't even look at Klopp celebrating. It's true. It's true. It's a big win for Liverpool. We've just gifted. Every single goal's been gifted. So sloppy. We've done nothing in attack. They deserve this.
Oh my God.
Again, you're just giving it away again. Could be 5. Luke Shaw's redeemed it.
Nice.
That
So
ball.
he's just scored on ours.
See, Matic just dribble it into a bunch of bodies and then we're so open. Both centre backs pushed up. Salah was never going to miss.
The defence line.
What defence line?
The one that we've got. I don't know. That is poor.
Shocking.
I think
Every goal tonight has been shocking. Meggy said to Martin McFly back into the future, you can get Sophie to tell you all the results in 2021. You can make it better with millions. Matt's too many touches. It's been a story that Pogba's done that many times as well. Rashford's has done that. We've almost overplayed at times. I don't know if it's complacency, cockiness, or what it is. I know we've got to obviously try and push for the goal, but both defenders have pushed up the pitch there and just left Salah literally with a whole half to run into as well. But every goal has just been a gift. Every goal's been avoidable, hasn't it, Meg? It's not like Liverpool have played world-class football and played through us. We've literally handed them the goals.
And when you defend like that, when you've got the 2 centre-backs split, one's pushed up, one's too far out of the central position, one ball and it cut through it, it took both of them out.
Yeah.
All goals were gifted. Makes the top 4 interesting. Yeah, but I'd like to be secured tonight, Ian. I'd have liked it to have been we're into second and let the rest fight it out.
Liverpool, they deserve it.
Yeah,
They've dominated that midfield. We haven't tested their back
line. That's why
line
we've lost
enough.
it. We haven't
tested their back line enough as well, considering the centre backs they've got. Counts on one hand probably the amount of times Cavani's touched the ball tonight.
So quiet.
We've given Trent Alexander-Arnold man of the match.
But Matic should have just passed the ball. We said exactly the same for Luke Shaw.
Yeah, just overplaying. Perfected. To be fair, it has been perfected this game. Like the manner in which we've lost this game against Liverpool, it's not good enough.
My only hope is that it spurs us on to kind of.
We can't play like that in Europa League final. 100%.
That we can't do this.
Doing it again. The amount of times we've just tried to play a ball forward and it's just been wayward. They've done a job on us tonight, definitely. Oh, I do think we have missed Maguire. We missed Labad, even though he's the one who usually drives out from the back and he's the organiser of the midfield in front of him. Everyone looks lost. Everyone does look lost. I'm lost with what I've just witnessed. The whistle's gone. It's full time. I don't know how to summarise that, Meg. Shocking.
Well, yeah.
Curler says Pogba's been crap. He has, but many players have been crap. We just haven't been good enough. The way we've tried to play it from the back.
Poor across the whole pitch tonight.
Even Henderson at fault as well. Congratulations, obviously, Doug in the chat. Liverpool fan. That's the only Liverpool fan I'm congratulating now, and that's just because I like Doug. But that was awful. I think I'm being kind when I say that. Someone said Bruno captain rating. Can we go into minuses? Summarise without swearing, I dare you, says Curlers. Look, it's not the be all and end all this game. I think we knew that from the off, but to lose to Liverpool like that, Meg, at home, it's disappointing.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? Because the mentality is, Leicester, we played the B team. We kind of all said, well, what kind of do we expect? I mean, I say the B team, they're all eligible to play. And I don't like using the phrase the B team because these players are eligible to play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's a Manchester United team. And then today, we are what we just kind of like tiptoe into the end of the season because we're pretty much there for second. You know, regardless of like the Chelsea and Leicester have got to play each other, they're going to take points off each other at some point. We're pretty much there, but like we can't go in. We've got to have a good run of games before the final. Like, we needed to build momentum.
Yeah, and we didn't. But it was just poor. You know what? I thought we started the game in the front foot. We were pressing high. We were forcing them to make some mistakes. They obviously improved, and we just never really got back into the game. I thought we were poor going forwards. We didn't. The one time we strung some passes together, we went and scored with Rashford.
Yeah,
the Bruno goal obviously was a deflection.
Good build-up play.
Yeah, but that's the only time really that we did that. Like they had complete control in the midfield. We never tested their back line nowhere near enough, and defensively, what can you even say about that? Every single goal was gifted to Liverpool tonight. How do you go and gift Liverpool 4 goals at home?
That's just the tale of our season, I think. The story of our season. You know, look at Everton at home when they scored last minute. Even the very start of the season, I remember watching the Palace game and playing like we did. You know, it is the home form, and that has got to improve.
Yeah. Jack said, "Hello, Sophie's Lampard to Palace a good move. I'd love him at us. He can bring us youth, and we've got such a talented academy, and he can help him develop Eze, who's class." What do you think about that? Obviously, Roy Hodgson, you have to think his time will be coming to an end at Palace soon. He's been there for a while, hasn't he? Could you see Lampard going there? Do you think that'd be a suitable job for him?
I think it gives him. Palace is one of those teams where I don't ever feel like they're going to do. You know, they're not going to have a season and get into the Champions League like Leicester, but they're almost always kind of guaranteed to stay in the Premier League.
Yeah,
they're not that. You know, they're not poor either. So it might be good for him in terms of getting experience.
Yeah. Obviously, Maguire's out injured. I think we've all mentioned how much we missed him tonight. Looks like Boye's out injured as well. Tuanzebe have played really well against Leicester. I fully expect him to come in. So it'll be Lindelof and Tuanzebe, I'd imagine, for the next game. And to be honest with you, I think Tuanzebe deserves his chance back. I think when he has played, I thought he was man of the match the other night, the way he rigged the game. And I think he deserves a run of games, to be honest. I feel a bit sorry for him. So I'm hoping that this might be the breakthrough for him now, that he can take his chance.
I hope he takes his chance, because if we're being forced into these two together, we haven't got any other options.
Yeah.
He's got to take his chance, because he's got to play well.
Yeah. I agree. Doug said he never expected a 4-2. He said good game. It was a good game, but we just weren't good enough. We were not good enough. And like I say, Liverpool definitely deserve that. At least we know what we need, a proper CDM, i.e. Fabinho tonight, we don't lose. We do need a better CDM. That quality in the midfield, we were overrun. And obviously, we already mentioned defensively, trying to pay out from the back with their high press. We know Liverpool like to press like that. And we played into their hands. We've literally played into their hands, Meg.
I think that's why we lost the game tonight, that midfield. They were overrun. Like I said, the strikers were quiet, but you're going to be quiet if you don't get service. The service normally comes from like a midfield as it goes through the levels of play. But they didn't get hold of it. They didn't pass the ball. You said the only time really that we did any kind of build-up play was the Rashford goal. You can't have a great strikers if you don't give them the ball.
Yeah, and to be fair, a lot of touches that Cavani had was from him working back and deep, picking the ball up off the Thiago. He worked deep, he worked hard. It wasn't anything to work right. You are right. It's about service. And like I said, the only time we did string any passes together, we scored with Rashford. Other than that, I can't really think of a time where we've really created anything. Kanuna Kynan says, I think 3 games in 5 days is too much. I hope those fans who caused the postponements are embarrassed. They damn well better be. Thank you so much for the contribution. I appreciate that. It's no secret, is it, Meg, that this schedule of games, it has affected us. Obviously, we had to heavily rotate the week, and I do think that has probably affected us as well. Look, we know there's a message bigger than the club at the minute, bigger than the game today, bigger than the Liverpool game that was previously meant to be, that obviously got rearranged to tonight. I think we all know what the message is. I think the message is loud and clear. The protests, as far as I was aware, were peaceful tonight, and I fully support that. I don't condone any violence or anything like that, of course, but I agree with the message, Meg.
100% echo completely what you just said. Like the issue is still ongoing, and the issue is bigger than this one game. Didn't play into our hands with the rearranging of the fixtures. but that's almost like the punishment that we took because of what happened. And I think the message will carry on, and the noise and all the commotion in terms of what the fans have done will carry on until there is a change. I feel like the ball has started to roll with this, and I feel like the pressure is very much on.
The rattle, definitely. Doug, thank you so much for the contribution. Congrats on the win tonight for you. So good luck for the rest of the season. Thank you, Doug, and obviously to yourself as well. Always appreciate the support. Make sure you go and follow Doug and subscribe to his channel as well. Great content. I always say, from a United fan to a Liverpool fan, like, Doug is a good guy, and I always appreciate his support in the chat. So make sure you head over there and hit that sub for him as well. Meg, if you had to choose one player who you think was a standout tonight for us, who are you going for? I can't think of anyone, really, to be honest with you. I genuinely...
VAR for not giving the penalty.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka had a good game.
Yeah.
Especially first half. Rashford got a goal.
I actually can't pick one.
One of those two. If I set out for a Manchester United player, I think
I'll probably say Wan-Bissaka is probably the one player that I could say maybe deserves a mention, but yeah, we were poor.
Exactly, he was my first thought, but obviously Rashford got the goal.
Yeah, I think that sums up the fact that we've really, really scraped the barrel there to get a name to say this player deserves man of the match. Like, I think that sums it up. It was shocking. But we move. Obviously, we've got finally in mind our database. We've got 2 games left. We've got Fulham and we've got Wolves in the league. Fulham, obviously, this weekend. I fully expect us to bounce back in that game. I'm expecting more of a performance. Fulham have already gone down, so they're playing for pride more than anything now as well. They'll want to end their season with a nice win against United, won't they? So I think we've definitely got to be at it. But surely we can't be much worse than we were tonight, because that was just shambolic. Liverpool have done a job on us there, don't they?
I'm sitting there thinking we can't be as bad as we've been tonight. I just hope I don't get proved right or wrong. Proved wrong.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people in chat agreeing with us. Kanuna kind of says Wan-Bissaka the best player, everyone else misfired. I totally agree. He was the only one really that comes to mind that did decently. But yeah, after such a good start, I just seen the replay of Bruno's goal. At that point now, we were thinking, you know what, we've started this game well. And then from that point, we just never really recovered after Liverpool equalised. We should never really recovered from that.
I think in the games, the momentum very much went with the team that scored.
Yeah, we had a little phase, didn't we? Well. Where Greenwood, I think if Greenwood's chance goes in where it's clear for line, I think it's a different outcome because the momentum swings our way. Missing that chance, and then obviously we had to go for it a bit more. We left that space in behind, and that just scored the game off. But I think if he scores there, it could be different.
But that's good defending as a defender to get back behind your goalkeeper to shield that line, that side of the goal. It's good defending by them. But like I said, if that goes in, again, momentum swings.
Yeah, I think that would have changed it. But we are very real. We didn't deserve to win that game. Liverpool totally deserved 3 points. We weren't good enough, and we've got to bounce back this weekend now. And like I say, in the final, we simply can't play like that. Meg, as always, an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. Obviously, unfortunately, we're not celebrating a win. It's the first time we've experienced defeat on a watch-along, and it's against Liverpool, so it's not a nice feeling. But it's always great to chat with you, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and let people know where they can follow you.
Again, just want to apologise for how behind I was, and therefore how quiet I must have been. Like I said, try and fix those issues for next time. Thank you all for joining us, though. And we just move, don't we? We go to the next game, and let's put this on to bed.
Zoe says, great stream, girls. Unlucky tonight. See you soon. Thank you, Zoe. We always see the regular names, James, Enough One, Curlers, everyone in the chat. Tom's in there as well. Kanuna Kylan, obviously, your contributions, we really appreciate it. Please share the channel, guys. The name will be changing in due course, of course. And obviously, I'll keep you updated on that. But yeah, hope you all have a lovely weekend. Massive thank you for Meg coming on as well. Make sure you go and follow her on social media, always tweeting about both the men's and the women's team. So go and check her out on social media, on Twitter in particular. And obviously give me a follow as well. Hit subscribe on Hairdry Treatment if you haven't already. We'll be back over the weekend with some more content. Get in touch as well with the ladies in red, because we are doing our celebratory show soon because it is our 1 year anniversary, which is Mad Meg. Ladies in Red has officially been a year next week, I believe it is. So we'll be doing a special show for that. Any ideas that you think we could do for a special, let us know. But we are racking our brains at the minute to think of what we can do to celebrate the fact that it's been a year. So yeah, get involved with that. But yeah, keep smiling, guys. Disappointing day at the office for us. Let's hope we bounce back at the weekend. Stay positive, and we'll see you soon.